Now, before we go, just a reminder, we'll be bringing you highlights of the Republic of Ireland's friendly with Oman next Wednesday. Then on Sunday, the 7th of September, we have the Euro 2016 qualifier live from Tbilisi in Georgia. Martin O'Neill, the Republic of Ireland manager, last week announced a provisional squad of 36 players for both games. Now, there were no surprises in it and no new caps. One of the big talking points from that squad announcement last week was a name that wasn't in the squad, and that's Jack Grealish of Aston Villa. And Richie, people had expected him to be in the senior squad. He is in the under-21 squad, and he's been a regular in that squad for Noel King over the last while and very happy to play at that level. But what's your feeling now? There was an expectation from some people that he would be named in the senior squad and he's not there. How's this going to play out?
We're not really sure. I think that's one issue as to why he's in the 21s and not the senior. But I think the broader point on Grealish is the possibility that he may declare for England as opposed to the Irish team, and that's a personal choice that he'll make. We're not sure when he'll make it or what factors are going to influence him, but I think that's the worry now at the moment from the Irish point of view, that he may not make himself available.
Because Dave, the comments from Martin O'Neill at the press conference last week, and Martin was very measured in the way he dealt with it, and just to give you an example, he said, I spoke to Jack. I think like anything else, he's a young kid coming through with a lot of potential. I just think that him and his family, just want to take a little bit of time. That's what Martin said last Thursday.
Yeah, I think I read about it as well, and you know, I think he's just taking time. He's not rushing into it in senior level. You know, he's waiting probably from a call from the English FA. You know, and if
that's the country of his birth, and you know,
you know, he wants to keep his options. You know, I remember James McCarthy, the same thing. You know, was he going to play? Wasn't he going to play? And it dragged on and on and on, and you wonder when he would get a start. But you know, with these situations, you know, it's down to the young fella himself.
Yeah,
you know,
I think he's right to take time as well. It's a big decision to make, and it's not something you should rush into. I was speaking to Michael O'Neill in the summer, and as we know, there's been a lot of lads who've gone from being Northern Irish youth internationals to declaring for the Republic. And it's a move that we've benefited from a lot. But Michael made a really interesting point that you can only make that move once.
Yeah.
You can't move back.
Yeah, yeah.
And when lads make it at the age of 16, 17 or 18, it's done. So to use the example of going from the North to the Republic, you can be a very promising 16 or 17-year-old, like Grealish is with the English context, and think, you know, I'll change, sort of a long career. It doesn't work out, and then he has no career. So it's a big decision to make at a young age. I don't think you can jump into it really. Yeah, if I was a player involved, if you're advising a player involved, I'd say leave it as long as possible before you make a move, because once you make the move, you can't go back.
Well, he's clearly a very talented young man.